Today I'm going to speak to you about one of the things that tether you the most. She used that word the other day and I thought it was a very good word. Because if you were untethered, one of the things that would happen is that you would sort of float out of what I call the gray and come into more of clarity. I will perhaps tell you a little more about that in a moment. It is raining some palm fronds here. But I want to speak to you about the tether. So the tether, like a leash on a dog, holds you down. And what is this tether? When you are out of body, when you are either dead or in a different dimensional experience, which you don't do often when you are in the experiential life system, one of the things that happens is you are just isness. It just is. There's no sunrise and no sunset. It just is. You are and you are. Sometimes you go from here to there or you do things, but there isn't the detail. For example, you sometimes think life gets boring, so you go on vacation. Your vacation is filled with all sorts of things to process. All sorts of new experiences, new colors, new textures, new flavors of food, new smells, new sights, new people, new everything. That is what it is like to have a experience in life. And I call it the experiential life system, life processing system, because there are all of these things for you to take in, notice, process. They change how you see things, they change who you are, they change what you want to do when you go on vacation, especially a long vacation or a meaningful vacation. On the other hand, if you are home and you do the same thing day after day, especially perhaps, for example, during what you called your pandemic, where work was at home. So now, maybe you woke up from the bed and went to the desk in the same room. Oh wait, I forgot the excitement. You went into the kitchen for breakfast. That sort of nothing's really happening. You're just being asleep, being at work, making breakfast, being asleep, being at work. That is what I am trying to express to you. You can say you are filled with adventure when you are alive. When you are not alive, when you are not in body having a life experience, there is a lot less to write home about, as you would say. That is a funny one. I am being funny. All right. My point. What tethers you? Is it the experiences going on vacation? Or is it lamentation of your experience? You see, one of the things that happens is some people go on vacation and hold on to that vacation. I felt so good. I was so happy. I had so much fun. I felt so much better. Life was so much better. I had more clarity in my mind. I had more visions of the future, more dreams. Now I'm back at home and everything is no fun. And I met someone on vacation and I missed them, and you tend to hold on to what has happened. You already have heard, hold on to your past. You tend to define that you should be keeping and having everything that you think makes you happy, makes your life good. The challenge, my friends, is that having that person's attention from the trip or having that fantastic food from the trip, those aren't what make you happy. Happy is a state of being. It isn't the result of an experience. Now, if you're more of a beginner, you're going to say, what are you talking about, Mr. Zazoo? Because that's what they call me. Because where I come from, there is not the excitement of names. We don't have words. What are you talking about? Those things going on that vacation made me happy. That's if you are more of a beginner. Because the more advanced person knows. Happiness is an internal state of being. And if waking up in bed and going across the room to your desk to work is something you are passionate about, you're going to be happy. And you are the only one who can pursue what is passionate for you. You are the only one who can tap into what is intentful for you. Because, my friends, there are some people who go on the same fabulous vacation you went on, and they have a miserable time. They can't wait to get back. They hated the foreigners. They couldn't understand them. The food made them sick. And they had a miserable time and a miserable experience. It isn't the trip. It is you. But you hold on to the things. Well, Mr. Zazoo, you're right, you might say. If I could do what I was passionate about and make money at it, then I would be happy. And I say to you again, that is still not the accurate perception of happy. Happy isn't the result. If I get to do this, then I'll be happy. Happiness is a state of being. You either are going to find yourself, know yourself, and be happy with yourself and be happy with the choices you make, even when you have to choose to wake up and go to work across the room or across town doing something maybe you're not wild about. You're the only one who's going to be able to make yourself happy doing it or not. If you're not happy doing it, don't do it. And then you say to me, how am I going to pay my rent? Are you going to send me rent money? No, I'm not. Because if I was in Bati, I would have a lot of money, but I still wouldn't send it to you. Why? What would the point be? You would take the money, you would be happy for a minute because you would give your power away and you would let these little papers make you happy. Now the paper is more powerful than you because it holds your happiness. And then you would spend it and then you would be unhappy again, except you might have quit your job and now you would be jobless too. I wouldn't want to make you jobless. I say to you, if you're going to work across the room or across town, you should have intent. If you are intending to do it for yourself, for your betterment, because you may think it is better for you to pay your rent or your mortgage. Maybe you prefer to have a roof over your head at night. I wouldn't necessarily disagree, my friend, but my point is, it's a different and a more powerful perspective, isn't it? And then, if you are taking care of yourself and you say, yeah, I don't love this job, but I'm doing it because I really like having a roof over my head. I'm happy that I'm taking care of myself, that I can take care of myself, that I have a nice roof over my head. When you find the things to make yourself happy about, you are empowered and you become happy with no tether. So you may have things happen. My friend, who generally is the one driving this body, she has birds. And my friends, her birds have a bug. And of all the bugs, it is a bug that her very keen bird doctor can't get rid of. So some of her birds come and go. Some of them go. She has some that are going to go. During what you call the pandemic, you might have had people go. Things come and go. And you see, as I was saying to you, my friend, when you're not in body, it comes and it goes. And not a lot comes and goes, but you're just being. It doesn't affect your being. Is that good? Is that bad? Is that right? Is that wrong? She likes that saying. That's not the question. If you want to be affected by things, you can go over to this thing called Earth. This system, life. And you can be affected. It will change you, my friend. Just try going on vacation. It will change you, hopefully for the better. I say to you, my friend, people who are depressed are unaffected because they're depressed, they're sad or more than sad. And when things happen, it might make them more sad, but they don't really change from that sad. That's not a fun place to be, granted. My point, if you want to be affected in a good way, my friend, you are in a system, you are having an experience that has all of these things for you to process. Think back to that vacation with the new sights, the new people, maybe the new language, the new food, the new customs. All of these things for you to process, for you to observe, for you to taste, for you to experience through your senses, and they affect you, hopefully in a good way. You have new ideas, maybe a new perspective of yourself. Now, she's going to lose some birds. You might have lost a person. Things happen. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Are you tethering yourself to the things? Yes, Mr. Zazoo, because those are the things that make me happy and the things that make me sad. No, you're letting them make you happy. You're letting them make you sad. You're giving yourself away. You can call this a giving yourself away system. I don't, because it's not. This is a system to shift yourself, to know yourself, because you go on vacation and you know now that you do or don't like spicy food. You know now that you do or don't like the ocean or whatever it is that you experience. You learn not really about that other culture, but about you. The only thing you can really know is yourself. And the only one, therefore, that can bring you happiness is yourself. So, my friends, today I say to you, things happen. And some of them cut like a knife, as you say. But can you be more spiritually advanced and let them happen? Not deny them, not ignore them, not try to grab onto that yummy, spicy food and keep it in your stomach or on your tongue forever. Can you do this like a surfer? Ride the wave, experience the wave, and then move on. Surfers don't stay on the wave and they don't stay in the ocean all day, day after day after night after night. That's not a life, is it? If you want to be more spiritually evolved, if you want to have the waves you prefer, the big wave or whatever wave you envision come with your wildest dreams, then learn to surf the wave. Learn that things come and things go, things come and things go. They make you feel a certain way, and then let go and prepare yourself for the next one that's coming. That's the only way to experience as much of your vacation as possible. That's the only way to know yourself well enough to know, do I want to go back on that vacation? What do I want to go see more of? What do I want to see less of? That you are meant to decide. I know what I liked. I know what I didn't like. Don't go back to what you didn't like. That would be foolish. Chase, sure, what makes you happy. If you can leave that job across town and find one that you like better, whether it is closer to your passion or it is your passion, that's great. It isn't the job. There are people who jump off the bridge of the job across town, but they haven't seen the other place to land, because you're supposed to have faith and just jump off the bridge. No, you're not. That's not the way it works. You are supposed to give yourself a bridge and know where you are going. Why? Because you're the one that knows what will make you happy. You're the one who has to have the intent and say, if I leave this job, how am I going to choose to be intentful and take care of myself and give myself a roof? Continue to pay for my roof. That's intent. Because when I do that, I'm going to feel good. When I jump off this cliff because I don't like the job, it isn't who I am, it's not my passion, the universe has something else in store for me. Yes, when you jump off a bridge, the universe has something else in store for you. But you weren't intentful. So maybe the universe has something else in store for you, not what you wanted. Well, can I just choose what I want? Sure you can. Sure you can. But that's another video about creating the life of your dreams, and it begins with intent, my friends. So, to get yourself out of the gray, I call the gray the density of life, that when you aren't in body and you're looking down upon your experiential life processing system, there can be so much going on. You notice it when you're overwhelmed, when you are feeling blue. You get sort of hazy, you can't see clearly. We call that gray. Get out of the gray of life. Rise up to being clear, having a clear ability to see yourself, to see your life, to change your life, to be happy. It is just a state of being. To be more than happy, to be in love, to be in joy, to be passionate. They are all just states of being, but they aren't down in that gray. One way to get out? It comes and it goes, it comes and it goes. She'll lose some of her heart, some of her birds. They'll go, and she'll have to keep going. She'll have to find something inside that makes her happy. Can you do the same, my friend?